Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today as we talk about Google Shopping Actions and how simple onboarding onto this platform is with Zentail. We hope to make this webinar an informative and helpful session to the hundreds of you participating today. As we all know, Q4 is an important time for all e-commerce businesses where roughly half a company's annual revenue can be generated. In this webinar, we'll speak about the opportunity with Google Shopping Actions and how your business can get started with this, all before the shopping craze begins. So here's what we'll be covering today. Today's shopping behaviors with mobile, voice, and search, a Google Shopping Actions overview. That'll be done by our wonderful colleague, Nadine. And then from the Zentail perspective, we'll review how our software works to help get merchants quickly listed onto Google Shopping Actions and how our streamlined onboarding process will get you set up in just a couple of weeks. Finally, we'll open it up to a Q&A session where we'll try to answer as many questions as we can in our allotted time. And we'll try to keep this session in just under 45 minutes. And again, we really appreciate everyone's time on this call. We're very excited about Google Shopping Actions and what this platform means for your retail business. Just a reminder, if you need to drop off at any time, we will be recording this webinar and we'll be sending you an overview with a link to view at a later time as well. And I'm also reminded that there's a Q&A prompt at the bottom of your webinar window, so please be sure to use that if you have any questions, and we'll try to answer it. Cool. So speaking to you today will be Nadine Rumble, our close partner at Google, who oversees strategic partnerships. Nadine will speak to you about shopping behaviors today and provide an overview of Google Shopping Actions. Now, my name is Daniel Sperling-Horowitz. I'm the president and co-founder of Zentail, the fastest growing e-commerce operations platform. I'll help walk you through the shopping actions experience further while showing you how simple Zentail makes e-commerce operations. And with that, I'll turn things over to Nadine.
Great. Thank you, Daniel. And hi, everyone. And thank you for joining us today. Thanks for taking the time. As Daniel mentioned, today I'll provide some retail trends, an overview of the Shopping Actions program and how you can participate, discuss some of the key benefits that we strive to deliver to our merchant partners, and some of the best practices for seamless onboarding to Shopping Actions. I'll then hand it over to Daniel at Zentail to walk through implementation in more detail. So with that, we'll touch first on some of the mobile trends that we're seeing in retail today. So mobile retail has made shopping a frictionless activity by solving two fundamental human needs. First, mobile allows shoppers to sneak their shopping tasks into quick, otherwise wasted moments, giving shoppers more time to spend with their passions and the people that they love. Second, mobile equips shoppers with more information than ever before, giving them the confidence that their purchase is just the right item for them. Thanks to mobile, today's consumer can get exactly what she wants instantly and effortlessly. She is more curious and demanding and impatient than ever before. As technology advances, consumers come to expect all digital experiences to be helpful, personal, and frictionless. And they expect brands to leverage technology to deliver this assistance as well. In just the past 2 years, we've seen consumers increasingly research the small stuff. She wants to dictate what is high versus low consideration, and she's become an expert on anything in minutes. So this is really about that curious consumer. Second has really become more demanding. So online shoppers demand personal relevance in the moment. So even without spelling out the request, she expects Google to understand where she is without having to include a zip code in her search. And finally, impatience. So she expects her needs to be met immediately. For example, we've seen an increase in 120% in the searches, including same-day shipping, and 3 times increase of searches, including open now. So mobile's really created this need for immediate assistance today, but as these demands and expectations accelerate, we've also seen mobile evolving with voice. Advancements in voice have made shopping even more pervasive. Voice has proven to be hugely popular because it both saves users the frustration of typing on a phone screen, and secondly, allows them to access their phone for assistance when they otherwise wouldn't. For example, with Android Auto in the car and the Google Home in your kitchen when your hands are dirty. Some of the trends we're already seeing in conversational commerce include 70% of people who own voice-activated speakers say that their devices are often used as part of their daily routine. About 58% use voice to create or manage shopping lists weekly, and 44% of those who regularly use a voice-activated speaker say they order products they need, like groceries and household items, at least once a week. And 50% of all searches will be via voice by 2020. So what we do with these assistive conversational interactions and what that means for shopping. So people want faster, frictionless, and seamless interactions that can help them shop wherever and however they want. From making decisions on what to buy, to building baskets, to checking out more quickly than ever before. Put simply, they want an easier way to get their shopping tasks done. And with that, when Google looked at all the potential platform use cases, it was really clear that we could bring the most value to our merchants by designing an integrated transactions experience that is competitive with, yet different than the alternatives in the market. And with that, we're introducing Shopping Actions to you today. Shopping Actions is a single transactional platform providing personalized, persistent, and assistive shopping experiences across all Google surfaces. With 7 surfaces or properties, each with over 1 billion users, and the assistant that's actively being used by 500 million devices globally, Google is uniquely positioned. By participating in the Shopping Actions program, you'll be able to take advantage of some of the following benefits. First, you can help your customers shop effortlessly with you across Google. You can surface relevant and unique inventory for high purchase intent queries. Consumers come to Google when they want to shop. In fact, about 70% of US mobile users rely on Google before buying something new. And participating in Shopping Actions allows you to be there to turn those high intent queries into sales. Second, you can capture new shopping use cases with voice with the over 500 million Google Assistant devices. Phones, home devices, tablets, desktops, anywhere users interact with Google. And third, a universal shopping cart and instant checkout with saved paid credentials works across Google, allowing your customers to seamlessly turn browsing into buying. So no matter where your customer adds products to their cart across Google, they can check out for all products simultaneously, even if there are products from other stores in the cart. So let me show you some examples of how this actually works. Shopping Actions allows retailers to surface their products across different Google platforms, as I mentioned. The 3 surfaces today include Google Express, the online mall, Google Search, and the Google Assistant. Shopping Actions really helps our users act faster with frictionless transactions and fulfillment. So here are examples of 3 of those surfaces I just mentioned. On the left is the Google Express online mall. This is a destination experience accessed through shopping ads or directly the mall, allowing users to buy from participating retailers spanning across a variety of categories on-site or in the mobile app. Users can shop by store or by product and can easily build baskets and buy products from multiple retailers. With most retailers, users get free delivery when they meet a per-store minimum, usually about $25 or $35. For orders below that minimum, there's a $4.99 per store service fee that applies. Users check out with the payment credentials that they have on file with Google, which makes it a very seamless checkout flow. In the middle, you'll see the Shopping Actions use case, which allows users to buy through search. This experience includes badging that signals it's an item that you can buy with Google, but the retailer brand is prominently displayed so that the user knows who they're purchasing from. When the user clicks, they're taken to the product page on Google to seamlessly check out with those stored payment credentials, as I mentioned previously. And then on the right, you'll see seamless shopping on the Google Assistant with voice-enabled shopping. Merchants that opt into Shopping Actions program will automatically have their inventory surfaced on the Google Home via the Google Assistant. So to summarize, Shopping Actions enables a frictionless shopping experience by using personalized and shareable shopping lists, a universal shopping cart across surfaces, those three we just discussed, and easy checkout enabled by the user's saved payment credentials. This is really allowing customers to easily turn browsing into buying. In the future, with the same integration, Google also plans to make possible for you to offer this transactable experience to customers on an even broader range of Google properties. So we begin studying the impacts of Shopping Actions, and I wanted to share with you some of the results today as well. We commissioned a study with MasterCard to understand the incremental benefit of participating in Shopping Actions for our retail partners. The data represents kind of a 6-month pre and post analysis, and what we've seen is a few things. First, really this is about acquiring new customers and keeping them. 68% of shoppers acquired through Shopping Actions were net new to the participating retailers. These customers that were acquired through Shopping Actions were also 14% more valuable than new customers that did not shop with Shopping Actions. Second, it drives incremental sales and deeper engagement. Shopping Actions supports your existing Google Shopping campaign. It increases your overall presence on Google to drive incremental conversion and sales on top of what you're getting today. Over time, Shopping Actions shoppers spend and transact more frequently. Existing customers who have shopped at the retailer before spend an incremental 10% more with that retailer after using Shopping Actions. Similarly, average order value also increased as users are spending more. And finally, Shopping Actions is driving bigger baskets over time with more relevant recommendations and offers. Participating merchants see a 30% increase in basket size. Additionally, 63% of users add more items to their basket beyond what they initially were searching for. Google's unique understanding of intent, context, and users' personal shopping preferences, history, and loyalty enables us to surface your products more intelligently to more of your loyal customers. Shopping Actions delivers a positive experience for consumers, meeting some of those demands we talked about earlier, and also helps our retail partners drive for impact. As mentioned, Shopping Actions is part of our vision to build an easy shopping experience for our consumers, providing them a single cart linked to their stored payment credentials that allows them to shop seamlessly across retailers, services, touchpoints, and devices. But our vision is equally about the retailer and how we can partner with you to offer the best experience possible for shoppers and to grow your businesses by combining what we do best and help you thrive. We really want to strengthen the relationship with you and the relationship that you have with your consumers. So Shopping Actions is optimized to suggest new products based on our understanding of who the user is and what they want. With that, I'd also like to highlight some of the key benefits for merchants participating in Shopping Actions. This is a retailer-first platform with prominent merchant branding. The merchant is at the front and center, and the branded digital storefront and experience make it clear to the users who they're buying from. It's intended to drive deeper customer loyalty and easy reordering and basket building. We take into account retailer preference based on past behavior and membership loyalty accounts and trigger products from a shopper's preferred retailer as much as possible. In those moments, to encourage repeat orders, we surface past purchase history and recommend new items for the basket based on our understanding of the user and their shopping behavior across merchants. Google is also doing the heavy lifting on customer support and returns. Shopping Actions provides consumers with a consistent and reliable customer experience. It reduces your operational support costs and helps you save on shipping and processing costs. This simple return policy can positively influence a customer's decision to place an order and continue to shop your product. This is also a pay-per-sale model, so you only pay when a sale actually takes place. And lastly, we are providing market-level actionable insights and data. We're providing sales performance data that you can see how your products are converting, and we are soon releasing some competitive insights to see how your prices and SLAs match up to your closest competitors, and inventory demand analysis to indicate inventory you should be adding. Now that you have an overview of Shopping Actions, let me walk you through how you can get started. At a high level, this process is pretty straightforward, but it does sometimes vary by retailer to retailer. The best place to start is to reach out to Zentail to see if you qualify to participate. I've also included the interest form here that you could begin the application to enroll through Google, noting Zentail as your partner. From there, the steps I've provided are 1, signing the terms of service, and then 2, proceeding with various onboarding steps like entering your business information into Merchant Center as part of the onboarding process. I would encourage you to start this onboarding process now to be able to include Shopping Actions as part of your strategy before the holiday. Before I wrap, I just wanted to highlight a few onboarding tips to help ensure that it's an efficient onboarding process. And I know Daniel's also going to talk through the Zentail flow, so I'll do this at a high level. All the onboarding steps can be completed in parallel, so you don't have to stall or complete the process at one point. All of them can be done in parallel, and if you need additional information to complete a specific step, you can proceed on to others while you complete previous steps. To start the onboarding steps that require verification and additional time, like logos and payments, we recommend that you start those first because those can take longer time. In terms of your product feed, you'll want to set the destination as Shopping Actions. It will be defaulted to the onboarding flow for later this month. We have some products that aren't eligible to be sold on Shopping Actions. That's not a problem. You simply would not opt those products into the program as part of your product feed. Even though shipping and taxes are usually configured if you run shopping ads through Google already in Merchant Center, you'll want to double check those settings to avoid any holdups prior to launch. And you can launch on Shopping Actions without detailing your individual custom branding with a default logo so that you don't delay launch. And then once you're launched, you can update your specific retailer branding. With that, I want to thank you for your time today. We really look forward to onboarding you to Shopping Actions, and I'll hand it over to Daniel to provide an overview of Zentail and how Zentail can assist you in onboarding to Shopping Actions.
Thank you very much, Nadine. That was an incredible overview of the Shopping Actions program. I appreciate that. In this section of the webinar, we're going to walk you through a quick user experience on Shopping Actions. After that, we'll provide a brief overview of the Zentail platform and our rapid merchant onboarding process. And then we'll open it up for Q&A. So just one more reminder, if you have any questions, there's a Q&A button on the bottom of the Zoom webinar window. So please feel free to submit any questions. So most experiences with the Shopping Actions program, from my experience at least, start with Google search. So here we've done a quick search for ice maker replacement parts, and you see the Express ad unit is the first thing that surfaces on this Google search result. So by clicking on that ad unit, you're taken to the Express online mall. And here you can see very prominent retailer branding, so you know exactly who you're buying the product for, along with an add to cart button to quickly check out with your Google account, which most likely already has payment credentials on file. The next step in this very seamless transaction flow is just to confirm your shipping address, which is probably already on file, and then go ahead and place your order. And usually the product is there within a couple of days. It's really an amazing shopping experience from discovery through checkout. So now let's talk a little bit about Zentail. So our mission at Zentail is to make e-commerce simple. That means handling and continuously refining core integrations such as Google Shopping Actions. Zentail automates inventory management and constantly communicates updates with the Merchant Center. Zentail reads in your product catalog and automatically maps your categories and attributes to Google's taxonomy. We call this our smart type system, which stands for Standard Marketplace Attribute Relation Technology. There's a direct correlation that we've found between product data quality, price competitiveness, inventory availability, and operational efficiency with your ability to maximize profitable sales on Google Shopping Actions. And that's what we help you with. So now let's take a closer look at Zentail. We'll load up a demo account to walk you through our user interface. So just bear with us 1 second while we switch into that view. Cool. So here we're in Zentail. We are on our dashboard, which is the first thing that you see when you log into your Zentail account. It's a high-level overview of sales performance across channel and time frame. And let's go right into the catalog, which is really the core for getting onboarded quickly into Google Shopping Actions. So here in the catalog, we're going to go ahead and look at all the products that we have. Going to take a close look at a specific product here. And we can see, sorry, I'm actually using another computer. Great. So we've clicked into this product and we can see that this product has been listed to Google. And in order currently to sell your products on Google Shopping Actions, you need to have an accompanying product URL from your shopping cart web store. Zentail integrates with Shopify, BigCommerce, and Magento. What I want to show you quickly is just how easy it is to manage your product data here in Zentail. We're going to go into the edit view. We're able to see general product information. This particular product is associated with a product group. The smart type associated is running shorts. And we'll go ahead and look into the category and description. And it's already categorized across all of your channels. Specifically, your Google taxonomy is already set. Now, this happens when we read in all of your product data during onboarding, and it's automated with the smart type system. So in this view, you're able to provide any additional attributes that you want in order to optimize your listing, to make beautiful listings on Google Shopping Actions, and in specific, the listing that you see on the Express Shopping Mall. Now, there's so many different things to show you about all the cool things you can do from a catalog perspective in Zentail, but I want to just jump into our integration setup and workflow. So in your Google card, this is where you're going to be able to connect your Merchant Center. You'll work with a dedicated onboarding specialist from Zentail, where you'll fill in basic information to integrate your Zentail account with your Merchant Center. You'll also designate the specific storefront that will be associated with your feed from Zentail into the Merchant Center. And just like that, you'll be able to set your products to list to all of these channels. And everything that I'm showing you on a SKU by SKU basis can be done in bulk using our quick edit feature, as well as our bulk actions feature. The final thing I want to show you is our order management capability. So all of your orders from Google get routed into your Zentail account to a specific warehouse that will be fulfilling your orders. So if you have multiple warehouses, we're able to intelligently route your orders to the correct warehouse. You can even generate shipping labels directly from Zentail. So in this case, we have this product here. We're going to just start this order. We're going to ship the order. Because it's a multi-line item order, Zentail is not sure the exact shipping dimensions. So let's just say it's 10 by 5 by 5. And just like that, we can generate quotes, do some rate shopping, and purchase a label, and get the tracking information over to the Google Merchant Center. Ultimately, the customer receives a confirmation email that the order was shipped. So looks like we're taking a couple seconds here. We're able to purchase the label. Perfect. So here's your tracking information. You're able to print out your packing slip and your shipping label and get that product out the door. So that's a quick overview of the Zentail platform. And now I'm going to talk briefly about our onboarding workflow, which I promise will be much more easy to follow along with. Cool. So let's talk about onboarding. Our goal is to onboard prioritized merchants in time for the holiday shopping season. To do so, we have an accelerated, thorough onboarding and training process that starts with an analysis of your unique workflow. In the workflow stage, you'll work with a dedicated Zentail onboarding specialist, as we mentioned during the demo, where your highest quality product data is understood and imported into our system. But I don't mean the configuration stage. Sorry, let me take a step back. So during the workflow stage, we'll identify where your highest quality product data resides. We'll figure out all of the third-party systems that you're currently using. That means accounting systems, warehouse management systems, and figure out what needs to be integrated into Zentail. We will figure out how you're going to be fulfilling your orders, either your own warehouse or a third-party logistics provider. The next step after workflow is our configuration stage. Here, you'll collaborate with your onboarding specialist to import your catalog and inventory data into Zentail. You'll integrate your shopping cart. Again, we support Shopify, BigCommerce, and Magento. And we will integrate with Google Merchant Center and complete launch requirements. If you don't use Shopify, BigCommerce, or Magento, we also have the ability to support all other shopping carts as long as you can provide us with your product URLs. So your Zentail onboarding specialist is going to be communicating regularly with Google Shopping Actions team to identify action steps to meet our holiday launch target. In our optimization step, we'll train you and your team on Zentail best practices for creating and listing products, updating inventory, managing orders. We call this the Zentail way of doing things centrally in our system. In this stage, we'll make sure your product data is pristine so your listings on Google Shopping Actions are beautiful and optimized for conversion. Within just a couple of weeks, it's time for launch. Now we'll open the floor to any questions. Please note we've included our email just in case you want to ask us something in private, as well as a link to fill out a Zentail Get Started onboarding form. That's bit.ly/ZentailGSA. We highly encourage you take just a couple of minutes to fill that out. If you missed any part of this webinar, we'll send all participants a recording of it in the coming days. Okay, so our first question is on okay, so first we're going to start with questions regarding Google. The first question is, will I be able to obtain and maintain the customer relationship when selling through Shopping Actions? Will I get their email? And for that, we'll hand it over to Nadine.
Great, and this is a great question. So as part of Shopping Actions, we do match the marketing opt-in that you have on your site today. So by that I mean if you have a default checked marketing opt-in, we will match that on our site. If you have a default checked or default unchecked marketing opt-in, we'll match that as well. So for all users that do opt in to receive marketing communications, you will receive their real email addresses to communicate with them about promotions or other offers that you would normally send through your marketing communication. So yes, you will get that for users that do opt in to your marketing.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Nadine, for covering that question. The next question is also for you. Is this open to refurbished products yet?
Great question. Refurbished products is something that we do not currently support. So as of today, we do not support refurbished products, but continue to check back if that does change in the future. But today it is not supported.
Perfect. Thank you for clarifying. The final question for Google, Nadine, is Google Express for all retailers or for selected retailers?
Great question. So Google Express, Google Shopping Actions is open to all retailers. There are certain eligibility criteria for participating retailers. We do want to ensure that merchants participating meet minimum quality standards and things like that. So as part of participating, we do vet merchants, but it is open to all merchants for participation, assuming they do meet those minimum requirements. And to find out more about those minimum requirements, feel free to reach out to us or Zentail to give you an overview to let you know if you're likely to be able to participate or not.
Okay, so it turns out we have additional questions for you, Nadine, so we're going to keep the line open here. Can this be used with a specific product like refrigerators or for multiple brands? And I think that might mean having multiple storefronts on the Shopping Actions program. If we could speak to that.
Sure. So in terms of specific products, so there are certain products that we do not support as part of the program. So things like refurbished goods, customized goods. Those, there's a full list of that on the Help Center that we can share after the fact and follow up with you specifically if you reach out for specifics on products. In terms of refrigerators specifically, we do not currently support freight or LTL shipping. So if that's required as part of the item, that would not be supported. But generally speaking, we have a variety of products across the program. And in terms of supporting multiple storefronts, that is something that we do support, and we would work with you and Zentail to make sure we set things up appropriately as part of the program.
Awesome. Then the next question we have here, Nadine, is if a seller provide all URL to accompany their SKU in the Merchant Center feed?
That's a question. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I can answer this question as well, if you like.
Great, go for it.
Okay, it needs to, just to be clear, it needs to be your own web store product URL. And so if you don't currently have a web store, we can work with you to quickly launch a Shopify or BigCommerce web store, for example, to get your products into the Merchant Center in time for the holiday season. So we'll field the next question here. Is our store more apt to get approved by Google Shopping Actions by using Zentail? From our perspective, and I'll probably turn this question over to Nadine, from our perspective, because of our qualification criteria, we understand what merchants are most likely to be approved for Shopping Actions. And we work very closely with Nadine and the Shopping Actions team. So in that regard, we are able to, in certain cases, accelerate approval and onboarding. But I'll let Nadine offer any additional clarifications.
Great, Daniel, and that's right. I would say, partnering with Zentail, they've onboarded several merchants to the platform today, and it's an expedited way to get on the platform and have somebody assist you throughout the onboarding process and handle some of the technical integration work that often we find some retailer partners don't have the resources to do with their own dev teams. So in terms of that, we've seen them definitely accelerate the onboarding process. So given where we are in Q4 before the holidays, I definitely encourage people to consider Zentail as part of a partnership to get onto shopping actions before that holiday timeframe.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So the next question that we have, Nadine, is how is payment processing managed?
Great question. So as part of shopping actions, users are checking out through Google. So Google is the one to process the payment, and we disperse those funds to the retailer after the payment has come in. So we'll capture the funds from the user, and then we'll regularly remit the payment to you, less any refunds that come through. And then we invoice merchants on a monthly basis for the commissions. And there is, as I mentioned, it's a pay-per-sale model. As part of those commissions, the credit card fees are incorporated in that. So there's no additional charge for you for having us processing those payments.
Great. So Nadine, if we have a few more minutes of your time here, we're going to ask you, how is shopping actions different from shopping ads, and what's the relationship to the Express Shop that this webinar participant has seen?
Great question. So shopping actions encompasses Google Express. So if you're familiar with Google Express, that's one of the 3 services that is supported today as part of shopping actions. So that's kind of how shopping actions and Google Express relate. So Google Express is the destination experience on site or on mobile app. In terms of the second part of that question about how do shopping actions and shopping ads interplay, shopping actions on search and PLA operate separately. So shopping ads, as you know it from the PLA world, is an auction-based ad product, whereas shopping actions on search is triggered based off of user intent and the offer quality. So if a retailer has an offer that's eligible to be served on both the search unit with shopping actions and PLA, we would only surface one of those offers. I would say as we think about shopping actions and shopping ads, shopping actions is complementary to the existing presence on Google Shopping. With both shopping actions ads and shopping ads, you are getting increased overall impressions and clicks on Google, as we discussed previously, and growing your overall business and presence on Google Shopping. Our intent is really to create seamless transactions experiences for our customers and bring incrementality to retailers. So we really encourage our partners to participate in both Google Shopping Actions as well as shopping ads to optimize for conversions and performance.
Awesome. And that's an important distinction between the 2 different Google commerce opportunities. So we'll take the next question here. The question is, how does Zentail charge? At Zentail, as I mentioned earlier, our mission is to make e-commerce simple. We want to be very easy to work with. We charge what we call success-based pricing. We charge a fixed fee per order that declines with your growing order volume. If you have low average order values, we are able to be flexible and charge a low percentage of revenue that Zentail is facilitating through these e-commerce programs. So we're happy to explain our pricing and walk you through our pricing in detail after this webinar. So please be sure to complete our form bit.ly/ZentailGSA to get started with onboarding. The next question that on the topic of fees, I think just a quick clarification, if you're able, Nadine. A participant has asked, what are the fees associated for sales through GSA, through Google Shopping Actions?
Great question. So the commissions charged through Shopping Actions are based on kind of the category level. And I'm happy, if you reach out for specifics for the category you're selling in, what the commission rate would be. I'm happy to follow up with you on that and share those specific rates, but it's based on a category level.
Well, I think this was an awesome, productive session. Nadine, thank you so much for sharing your expert insights. Thank you, everyone who participated. We're very excited for the opportunity to get your business selling on Google Shopping Actions in time for the holiday season. We are going to be following up with a recording of this webinar. We hope everyone has a great rest of your afternoon, and thank you again. So that completes this awesome session. Thank you, Nadine. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you all, and we look forward to partnering with you on Shopping Actions. Have a good day.